So what are you going to do if you come across this situation here? You happen to find somebody, maybe someone you love, maybe a friend, maybe a complete stranger, taking a beating. The most important thing is situational awareness. If you've just stumbled across this situation, right, you might think that that is the victim, but it might not be. This guy might have just thrown acid over a load of women, right? And then this guy is actually giving him a well-deserved beating, in which case I'll probably join in too and we'll both smash him to pieces, right? That's fair enough. The next thing to consider are your own capabilities. So is it actually worth getting involved? It might be that there's more than one attacker. It might be that the guy giving the beating is absolutely massive and you might be more useful calling the police or trying to get help or looking for a chair or whatever it might be. If you do decide to push that red button and go in, then my advice is go in hard, okay? The way to think about this is stop the next bad thing happening. If he is being punched, right, then for all you know, the next punch could be the punch that kills. If he is being strangled up against the wall, for all you know, that next second of strangulation might be the second that kills him. If he's being stabbed, right, again, that might be the next stab that kills him. So as far as I'm concerned, you might have heard about, going and doing clever takedowns and things like that. But if I run over and I want to take him down, I then have to decelerate, right? I have to slow down as I approach. Well, that's one or two more blows. I then have to think about some kind of clever wrap. All the while, he's still getting the kicks and the blows in, and any one of them might kill him, right? So as far as I'm concerned, stop the next thing from happening. And the only way to do that is what we call bulldozing, which is literally fucking going straight through them, right? There's no time to decelerate. There's no time to do anything clever. Go straight through them with whatever weapon that you have. And that could be your elbows, that could be your kicks even, that could be a flying front kick. Go straight through them. We're gonna demonstrate some ideas now. So the whole point is to stop the next bad thing happening. So it's about running full force straight into the attacker and giving them something to think about, right? To stop that threat. That could be an elbow. So running in, straight away, bam. Could be a big jumping elbow if you feel up for it, running in. Or it could be a kick, running straight through. Is this going to put an end to the situation? I don't know. Maybe, right? Maybe not. But what it will do is it'll stop that next stab. It'll stop that next strike. It'll stop that next second of choke. It will protect this guy, right? It will protect him momentarily. Now, it may be that the situation's not over, and now you have to start thinking about how to deal with it. It may be that big flying elbow was enough and you fucking put the guy to sleep. But it's about running through and stopping the next bad thing happening. However, if you are in a position of responsibility, where you are maybe a bouncer, police officer, security guard, wherever it might be, and you have to be more restricted over what you can do, and you have to have more control over your actions, then there's only one thing that I would really recommend if you have to think about locking someone up, and I'll show you what that is now. So come over here. So if you're attacking, so most people are right-handed, so we'll stand on the right side, so it's better. If he's being attacked, again, it's trying to think about, right, how can I stop that next blow without full throttle going through him and giving him a flying elbow, because security guards, police officers can't really do that. For me, I'm thinking about trapping the arm that's doing the damage. If that arm's got a knife in it or if it's just his fist, that's the arm I want to stop. So if I'm going to do anything restrictive, it's going to be this. So what I'm basically doing, right, is this motion here, like a front crawl. If anyone's ever gone swimming, it's that motion here. And I'm swooping in and I'm wrapping the arm. That's the first thing I'm going to do, right? So I'm swooping in and wrapping the arm. Then, if you notice, I've got the arm that swooped is on this wrist here. And the other arm, the one that didn't swoop, is on his wrist. So you end up in this position here. Now, I'm explaining this over a couple of minutes, but the reality is, it's very simply, oh shit, I'm wrapping the arm. Now, he could get out of that really easily, right? And that's fine because we're not planning on staying there for really long. So if that is something that happens, start striking. So if that is something that happens, run in, I'm twisting, I'm bringing him straight down to the ground, knee onto the face. Scanning is the most important thing. He might not be on his own, right? So I'm scanning, checking. He might have a weapon. He might be the dickhead, right? So I'm looking at him, checking what he's doing. I'm looking around, seeing what's going on, resting my knee on his face.
Okay, amigos, but what happened if the attacker is in a difficult position, maybe on the floor, and his body is glued to the body of the victim, okay? So in that case, I don't want to do something incredibly violent, hurting him even more. I don't want to hurting the victim a lot more. So I can just jump, but I'm going to go to the victim as well. I'm going to hurt the victim as well. So I need to be very clinic, which is very difficult. So if Ryan is battered him in there, I can kick in the face, but there are two problems. One, if Ryan is an incredibly strong guy on drugs, he's not going to notice. Okay, honest to God. But if Ryan is a normal person, on the contrary, maybe I'm gonna really hurt Ryan, and then I'm gonna have very serious problem myself. Okay, so if I kick him there and he's not on drugs and he's not a East European big guy from Dagestan, I'm gonna really hurt him, and then I'm gonna have legal problems. So my preferred option, okay, when Ryan is battered him, so in this case, again, without rushing, I'm gonna try to grab the eyes and pull. And then I'm gonna try to make room between them. Because as Ryan said, I don't know if this guy is not a terrorist actually, and this guy was stopping him. Okay, I'm gonna try to control them both. Okay, or at least to have some point of view of both of them.